So now that we have a basic understanding of what spreadsheet software is available and why spreadsheets might be a useful tool for a data analyst. So let's get started on looking at some of the basics of using a spreadsheet application. In this course, I'm going to use the full desktop version of Excel, but the majority of the tasks that we will perform can also be done using Excel on the web, also known as Excel Online. And you can also perform it through other spreadsheet applications like Google Sheets. So let's first cover some basic spreadsheets terminologies. So first of all, when you open Excel, you have the option of creating a new blank workbook or opening an existing workbook. So firstly, we are going to choose new and then blank workbook. So workbooks are the highest level component in Excel and are represented as a .xlsx file. So when you open an existing workbook or create a new workbook, you are in fact working with a .xlsx file. The workbook contains all your data, calculations, and functions and contains several other underlying elements that make up a workbook. A workbook consists of one or more worksheets, each of which is represented by a tab in Excel. So this can be seen through a practical. For that, I need to open the Excel. So you can see here, there is a blank workbook and I just click enter. So you can see this particular workbook consists of worksheets. So by default, we are having only one sheet. Let me first zoom this sheet. So here you can see at the bottom, here is the sheet number 1, and if you need to insert multiple sheets, for that you need to click on this plus icon. By clicking this plus icon, you will be able to insert a new worksheet. So you can see this. So to change the name of these worksheets, what you have to do, you can just double click this, like writing the name, that is first, or you can simply right click and rename option second. Same way you can rename this sheet also by double clicking or by right click on it and select the option of rename. So this is the way by which you can insert multiple sheets in your workbook. So after this, what you have to do, suppose you need to change the order of these worksheets, so you can simply just move these worksheets to this, just click on this and simply drag it to the position where you want. So by this way you will be able to move the worksheets. So this is the way. Now next, here you can see the worksheet is made up of a lot of rectangular boxes, which is known as cells. So these cells are known as, these particular rectangular boxes are known as cells, and these cells will contain your data, which may be text, numbers, formulas, or calculation results. Cells are organized in columns. This way, these are the columns which run vertically down the screen and use a letter system. This is like column D, for instance, and for rows which run horizontally like this way across the screen and use a numeric system. So like this way, this is a row number 2. Each cell is represented by a cell reference, which is essentially just its column letter and a row number. So when you click on this, it will say it is the name of this cell, that is A2. The column name A and the row number is 2. Okay, so this way these are some basic things. And one more thing here you can able to understand is that, see, this is the highlighted worksheet, so that means this is the active worksheet at this time. In this workbook I have 3 worksheets, but the name of second worksheet with the name second worksheet is the active worksheet here. Now next is that how to like zoom in the values, zoom in the columns or cells. So here at the bottom I have the option of zoom in, also zoom out. So you can increase or decrease the size of sheet, or this option can be come from view tab. Here I'm having the option of 100%, or here is the option of zoom. By this zoom option you will be able to magnify or zoom the worksheet according to your requirement. Like if I select 200%, click on OK, then it will zoom the worksheet according to 200%. By default it is 100%, so you can select 100% option from here. Suppose this is the selection and you want to zoom only the selection, so for that we have the option of zoom to selection only. So it will just zoom the selection only. So these are some basic things which are basically present in the Excel. So now that we have a basic understanding of main elements that make up a worksheets, so let's see how to move around a spreadsheet, get familiar with the ribbon and menus, and learn how to select data in a worksheet. So for opening a sample file, we need to click the file. This opens Backstage view. So here you can create a new workbook or open, save or print a workbook. These are the various options. So you can also access Excel options here. Now we want to open our sample file. So we click open and browse the file accordingly. The, where the path of file is, just need to select that particular path. So I have day 1 data set. So this is the data set I need to select. So the first thing we should do is get to know with the ribbon and menus. So notice that on the ribbon at the top, here you can see on the top we have several tabs. Some of these tabs may be familiar to you from like other office products, such as the home tab, insert tab, or view tab. So these are the options which you have already seen in previous office products like MS Word, and the new tabs like formulas, data, and different options like help and team is there. So these are the new options which are coming with the Excel. So to make a little more workspace for ourselves, we can hide this ribbon by just double click any tab. Suppose if you double click on view, it will hide the ribbon below, and if you double click on it again, it will come back again. So this is the shortcut to hide or unhide the ribbon. So the other option is to use the shortcut key for this is Control plus F1 for this option. For like by double clicking I am doing this. You can do this also with Control plus F1 by selecting the menu. So the ribbon is organized into groups of buttons to make them easier to find. So you can see on the home tab we have groups for font, alignment, numbers, styles, and many more things are there. Some of these groups contain all the available buttons on the ribbon. When viewing in the screen, full screen, such as styles and cells. Like you can see these options here. So we can see different options. So some are just showing here, like these are the alignments, but for need to open some options you need to click on this arrow button, and by this you can see the options related to these. Another thing which I need to explain about this is that is the quick access toolbar. So this is at the top here. Here you can see this is the quick access toolbar. So from here you can simply what you can do that this is the as the name suggests, this is where you can quickly access the tools you use most often. You can see we already have some tools in this toolbar, like this one, that is save. If you need to add more, just click on this and simply click the option. You will get this option in the quick access toolbar. So this is the way by which you can add options in the quick access toolbar. Now next we are having the options of some, like if I am having the large amount of data, suppose in this case you can see the data is large. So if I need to, like, firstly just I'm just zoom the worksheet and simply see, you can see here these options are not doing properly. Same way other options are also not doing properly. So if I need to, like, arrange this content or text, so for that I have different options. Simply if you want to increase the size of this cell, just drag this simply by here. You can just drag this, or another way is just simply double click on this. So it will simply arrange the content according to the size of content. Okay. Otherwise you can simply just drag by on the clicking option, just dragging this, so you can simply arrange this. This is the first option by which you can arrange the content. The second option we have is the wrap text. See, if you want this option that you don't want to increase the size of this cell, so for that just simply go to wrap text. So this will arrange the content in this particular cell in this way. So this is the option of wrap text. Same way you can perform it on other text, other content also, like this way. So according to the size of cell, it will arrange the content. So these are some options, that is the wrap text.